time in the league, all your experience, do you lean on something like that during a time like this when you're trying to figure out ways to snap them out of a spell?
I just think overall you remind the guys of why you play this game and the task at hand, and you offer the challenge to them and see how they respond.
After the game last night, several guys said that the team didn't play tough enough. Do you consider a lineup change, a rotation change, to try to give the team a spark?
I'll always consider what's best for the team.
Are you happy with the way Channing and Nick are playing together? In other words, do they give you enough collective toughness and force at those two positions?
Those two aren't going anywhere anytime soon.
Jacque, do you just challenge them with, the one-on-one, mano a mano of staying in front of your man, that's where it kind of all begins defensively?
It's a combination. It's that, and it's also the the toughness of if a team does score on us, and that's going to happen. Is being able to respond and not let the one possession carry over to the next possession. So that's a part of toughness also that you need throughout the course of the game.
Do you see shoulders slumping? Do you see that kind of taking a toll on your bunch here lately, or getting down on themselves and it kind of snowballing on you?
Well, I think overall we can definitely be better, whether it's overall body language, whether it's just our awareness of not letting one possession carry over to the next. And it's a tough task, it is. But it's a part of growing up and being good in this league.
The schedule's kind of being kind to you here, and that you get to come in and practice. You get some practice time now. Is that a way to correct some of the maybe schematic errors that'll bring toughness run that way?
Schematically, it's beyond that. I mean, I think overall, I look at the film over and over again. Schematically, we're fine. You play a guy 40 minutes, Evan Fournier, I don't know how much practice time you're going to have today. That's just part of the nature of NBA basketball.
A couple of guys mentioned that it was shocking that it started that way. You could understand maybe if they were fatigued late in the game, but for it to start that way with them shooting 70%, that was a little alarming. What do you take out of that it's also a slow start at the beginning of the game?
Well, it's a part of our mental toughness. And Booker hits a couple shots. Gordon Hayward hits a couple shots early. And, how do you respond to it? And that's where we are as a group, is taking that challenge on and be able to respond in a positive way, and not letting it carry over also to the offensive end of the floor. And when we don't score, not letting it affect the next possession on the defensive end of the floor. And we've had problems with that.
Coach, you're 3-7 here at home. You have 7 guys on the team who weren't with the team 6 months ago. At what point does a new city, a new arena become home for a new person, a new player?
I guess the more games you play at home, and hopefully these games will start adding up at home for us, and we can feel comfortable at home. I'm looking forward to that.
Is there any concern with Kyle now that he's picked up a couple of flagrants that he might be developing some type of reputation amongst officials, and do you have to have kind of a conversation with him about that?
I do have to have a conversation about it. You take last night's play, I don't think at all there's malice behind it. It's just he's trying to time a play up at the rim. Now, we need to be better in our preparation for him. Maybe he runs back, presents himself, and the referee sees his complete body first, and that he's just trying to make a play at the rim. So I'll watch that with him and kind of address it.
Victor's shooting over 50% on the road, but here at home he's around 34%. Is the responsibility of handling the ball a lot maybe getting to him as far as his shot selection goes?
Well, that's interesting, because, he's still handling on the road and at home. But I think there is an overall collective theme that the men that we're putting a lot on to shoulder
our offense and our success have not been put in that position before on a nightly basis, and he's one of them. He goes 1 for 6 yesterday with 5 assists. Makes it pretty hard for us to be in a position to win because we need his effort and we need his production on a nightly basis. And that's the challenge I'll present to him, as well as the other guys who just flat out, for us to be good, have to produce.
There's a report that Aaron Gordon was going to get an X-ray yesterday. Is there any update on his status? Or any?
No update. I can't tell you he did not get that scan that reportedly was taken.
All right.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Got it.